Thanks for joining us for today's Northern Ag TV. Well, there's no question that 2025 will go down as one of the most historic years in the cattle industry. All phases of the industry saw record highs, from cattle prices and sale barns to consumer demand. During our recent convention travels, I was able to visit with John Stika, the president of Certified Angus Beef, and John shared that from a demand perspective, 2025 was one of the most historic years.
Certified Angus Beef performance this last year really lived up to what we were hoping we would see. We had our third best year ever at record high prices, and I think that's probably the thing that I think it should be a bit of the wow in this entire marketplace. Is we all can appreciate the high prices, but we probably all were asking questions, where is that line in the sand where consumers say enough is enough, I'm not paying any more for this product? And you know what? We've not found that line yet. Consumers showed up in droves at retail, at food services past year to buy Certified Angus Beef, and it's just been absolutely phenomenal.
John mentioned that consumers aren't just buying Certified Angus Beef, but starting to choose more Certified Angus Beef Prime now more than ever.
It's not just Certified Angus Beef, it's even the higher levels of Certified Angus Beef Prime. We had a record year in Certified Angus Beef Prime sales, and we saw sales grow for that category of product at retail, at food service, and a 20% growth in international markets.
We're going to take a quick break, but we'll come back with more from John Stika and Certified Angus Beef after a word from our broadcast sponsors.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
Well, during our recent convention travels, I was able to visit with John Stika, the president of Certified Angus Beef, and he shared that 2025 was one of the most historic years for Certified Angus Beef demand. Now, John noted there was a lot of caution towards the end of the year on if consumers were going to find a barrier in beef prices. However, that was not the case for last year, so John said that good things will continue here for 2026 Certified Angus Beef demand.
We maintain a very long-term approach to this, and while we have seen some week-to-week tension, let's look at where we've been just over the last 5 to 10 years, and this has been a very consistent growth in demand, a very consistent growth in quality. What's ahead for us is honestly more of the same. The fact that we have the highest quality in our industry that we've seen, we're running, no longer 2 to 3% prime in our industry. We're running 10 to 12 to 13% prime. And, we believe our growth strategy for Certified Angus Beef, even during high prices and tight supplies, is a big part of that's going to come from growth in Certified Angus Beef Prime.
Now, John did note that a focal point for Certified Angus Beef in 2026 will be staying with the shift in consumer demand. He noted that consumers aren't steering away from beef, they might just be choosing lower quality options, so a big focus will be selling more Certified Angus Beef ground beef in lower quality cuts. That's going to wrap up today's Northern Ag TV. I'm Colton Young.